Hello and welcome to Topham Chats, the show I chat to various members of the Rooster Teeth community. My guest once again is McDom. Hey man, how's it going?
Going good, Top, going good. How's it going with you?
Excellent. Yeah, it's going pretty well. I've got back last night from RTUK up in Leicester, and I had an absolutely wonderful time.
Yeah, a bit gutted I missed that, but unfortunately work. I had to be the other end of the country like the entire week, so it was basically Friday, 9 till 9 days in a nuclear facility. I was in no fucking shape to do anything after that.
Yeah.
So they only told me about it like 2 weeks prior because I was planning on coming, but yeah, shit
Rubbish.
happens.
Yeah, well, Izzy came over on the Friday night and we just sat and played Destiny. I played Destiny and she just gave me shit for like, I don't know. We played for like 3 hours and there were like 7 other people in the group chat. We had Mike running out from the PS4 and then the sound coming from the TV and we just sat playing and just the abuse. It was absolutely on point. It was so
So,
good.
so how's that different to normal? Like, from what I hear, she just griefs you anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, she wasn't actually playing, so I didn't get to shit on her skills or anything. So she just saw how bad I actually am at playing. I never said I'm good, but I play it a lot. And she's like, I was expecting you to be better. I was like, shut your face. I don't want to hear it. And yeah, I was totally like considering like just doing recordings like that as well for the GGG channel. Just like Izzy just saying how bad I am at games and it's just going back and forth. But like she doesn't record anything. So I'm just like, that's rubbish. Because that'd be hilarious. And I'm sure people would want to watch that. I'd watch it. But yeah. Yeah, so that was Friday night, and that was a lot of fun playing with like Stefan and other people. And Stefan came down to RTUK on Saturday. We got there like 9, like 9:30 in the morning, and there were already lots of people there, and it was awesome to catch up with everyone. Like, there was 2 machines set up with Halo 4 on them, and Halo 4 is good. I like Halo 4. I like playing SWAT specifically on Halo 4.
So you're now saying words that I have no idea about. I don't own an Xbox. I never have owned an Xbox. The only Halo game I played was the original Halo on the Xbox, and recently on the Xbox One when me and my friend went through it. But yeah, no, I'm so like I love RVB, fucking absolutely love that show. But
Yeah.
nah, Halo, none of it. I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, we were playing SWAT, which is 1 shot headshot or 3 body shots kills. So it makes like for a really intense game. And we were playing 2v2 on like one of the smallest maps, and I was just having the best time because that's like my game, like first person shooter. That is my game to play. I was just like bang, 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 bang. I like one game we were playing to 15 points. I had Izzy with me. I went 14 and 4, and she got 1 kill, and we won. And I was like, yay! I was like, oh dear. Like the other team were just like, oh dear. I was like, I absolutely can carry Izzy to victory. So we had some fun playing that. Like I have a lot of fun playing Halo. But there were lots of people just like rotating in and out playing games. It was a Griffball tournament, which was awesome.
So I was tempted to pick up the Griffball because it was the Griffball stand at RTX, and I was like, should I try this? But then I was like, well, if I do, and there's not other, because there wasn't anybody else with me at the time. It was one of the times I was just on the floor on my own, and I was like, well, if I do that, whoever else poor sod is going to be with me, their team is definitely going to lose. I can't subject anyone to that.
I ran in the ball like 2 times. Like it was just completely ridiculous in our first game, and yeah, no one was expecting it. I was like, oh, walk straight in. Like had like the greatest go into it, and like the guys was just like, how are you? So I was just like, it's just so much fun. I
It's
just
good.
like playing it.
It's good in games like that because people don't expect you to run straight. Because what you can do sometimes, like I've been watching a lot of Woods' Rocket League stuff. I swear, like a quarter of his goals, or like some of like the best ones he does, is just he boosts straight ahead, just smashes it straight, and the other team isn't even there to defend because he assumes it's going to come from left to right. Now it's just straight in.
Yeah, going straight's always the way to do things in games like that, like where it can get overly complicated and
Yeah, just simplify it ridiculously.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there was a Griffball tournament. There was big boxes of Legos, a Mario Kart tournament. I didn't participate in
Mario
because I
Kart
can't
tournament. Fuck.
play Mario Kart at all.
What was it? Wii or?
It was Wii U. I think it was Mario Kart 8.
The most recent one. Okay, it's the only one I haven't played actually.
Yeah, everyone was like having an absolute right doing that. And then there was a dive kick tournament at the end of the day where I got 4th place because I won the first 2 matches and then went to the semis and then lost in the semis and then lost the 3rd place match. But yeah, that was fun. Like I had a good time doing it.
I've got a funny story about dive kicks. So that came out in my 4th year of uni, roughly. It's like between 3rd and 4th year. So we used to I was in a house of like 3 guys, and blokes generally hate doing chores. We can't be asked. So the way we'd settle disputes is we'd have a dive kick tournament.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. Literally, like, if there's 2 of you, like, no, I'm not doing this, it's right, okay, we settle it on dive kick. Whoever loses. Right. Like, 1 round, just sudden death, one thing, just, 30-second quick.
Yeah. That's what I was going to do with, because I was, in the brackets, how it worked out was that Stefan was playing in the last game. I was playing in the second to last game. So if he were to have won, we'd have played against one another. And if we were to have done that, we'd have gone 1 round only. I was like, yeah, we'll go 1 round only. But I didn't, so I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to play properly. But yeah, we had some fun. And then, yeah, there was so many people there as well. Just got to catch up with so many people that I've met last year, and then met at MCMs over the past few years as well. And it was awesome. We played laser tag on Sunday as well, and that was cool. But I have a feeling like I get more apathetic the more I play as well. So first game I went second on the team, second in the whole game. Yeah. And second on the team to a teammate. So I'm kind of okay with that. Top 4 were all our team as well. So I'm like, yes, we are the greatest. Second game I came 7th, and then third game I was just terrible. I was just like, I can't be bothered to do this anymore. I'm kind of out of the having fun.
You reach the goal bit, and then you're just alright. It's not going to get any better than this. I'm out.
I'll just walk around, and people can just shoot me for 3 points. But yeah, it was a good day, and it's been an absolute riot, and everyone seems to have a good time. There's a few huge group pictures as well, and then there was some cool things that happened, and lots of tournaments, lots of fun, lots of games, lots of just chatting to people as well.
How many people were there in the end? Like a couple of thou, or?
No.
I don't know how big I don't know how big it is.
100 or so, maybe.
Nice sort of chilled out,
Yeah, nice chilled out day. I knew most of the people there. There were some people I just didn't recognise at all. Not necessarily people who were there for the first time or anything. But there were people there that I've recognised for the last few years, and then it was cool to just see lots of new people and just be like, oh my god, you're a person. We also played Munchkin as well, which is one of my favourite games to play. So it's a tabletop card game where you need to get equipment and everything. But that was an absolute riot. So So what have you been up to, Dom? Aside from work, I guess.
Yeah, no, I've been stuck in work the entire week, and that's been low on the games basically. But no, I mean, standard good guy gamer stuff. We're playing Minecraft. A lot of us recently have bought Payday 2, and we have been bull rushing that game.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff that comes out, so one of my favourite stories which happened recently. It was me, Kel, Beep, and Totem King.
Yep.
On the site, and so we were doing a bank vault, and we were doing it stealthily.
Yep.
Now, one of the bank vaults is has 5 columns of boxes. Sorry, it has how many? It goes from the safety deposit boxes go from A to X, and then there's 5 of each. So there's 5 in A, 5 in B, etc., etc. So there's a couple of hundred boxes. They take about a minute to pick each. And all 4 of us stood there for fucking ages, picking every single lock, getting all the cash out, completely stealth. Nailed it. We then they get greedy and they think, right, okay, let's break the ATMs in the front of the bank, so we can just get more money. And it was only £2,000 or something. And it was like, fuck's sake. We alerted everybody and it's like, right, shit, sprint to the van. And Totem being Totem just started pissing around. He picks up this body bag and starts throwing it around the place. We're like, Totem, get your ass over here. About half a second before he gets into the van, the cops are called.
Oh no.
Which in Payday 2, what can happen is if the cops are called, or if the cops are on you when you're in a mission, you have to do an escape mission, which is they're just on you constantly for 2 minutes, then you have to move all your bags from there to the escape van. Now we were doing it on the hardest difficulty because we knew we could stealth it.
Yeah.
So we were stuck in the middle of this fucking street. The only cover was cars, and we have, between the 4 of us, we have 13 bags. You can only carry 1 bag at a time.
Oh,
and so it took us about half an hour to do the mission. Yeah. Then it took us about another hour and a half, 2 hours to get the thing, and it was all Tom's fault. Me and Kel were just shouting at him, Totem, you fucking idiot. I don't know whether Kel's forgiven him for that, but it was hilarious. It was so bad. At one point as well, because the best part was that the one but last time we did it, Topham had to go because at this point it was like 11 at night.
Yeah.
So he had to go to bed because he had school in the morning. I probably should have gone to bed, but I can just about handle it at work without that. But he'd gone to bed and he was like, "Oh, I gotta go," And then the next time we did it, we got all the cash and we literally got all 11 bags in the vehicle and we were just like, "Fuck it, we're out of here."
Nice.
So, but yeah, we've been playing a lot of that. And then Sunday was that Dan's first time on Dark Souls.
Woo!
So
Dark Souls.
that was a thing.
What happened?
So right, so we've been talking about this for a while. Well, Beep and Cal have been talking about this for a while. So Dan is notorious for being getting quite angry at games.
Yeah.
He's on Michael of the group, I'd say. Even though he plays Trials, he's like the best person at Trials. He's like third in the leaderboards, like globally. It's insane.
Yeah, he's crazy good.
So he was playing Dark Souls for the first time. We were all sitting in Mumble just trying to,
misguide him.
No, actually, Cal was trying to misguide him. Because we started out and he was like, "Oh, so what class do I pick?" He goes, "Deprived. You got to pick Deprived. Also grab the pendant. The pendant gets you the best weapon." Yeah, I know.
No, that's mean. That's really
I know.
mean.
I was like, "No, don't go Deprived. Just go what you want." He was like, "Warrior?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck it. You're not going to worry about magic, so you're going to be playing this for like another 2 hours." Because to be honest, I don't think he'll ever touch the game again. But anyway, he did though listen to Cal and he did grab the pendant. So I was like, "For fuck's sake, why'd you do that?"
Oh, he needed the key.
Yeah, he did. He needed the master key. Anyway. Or black fire bombs, to be honest, because it took him a while to kill the asylum demon. So then we got into the asylum demon. First off, first boss of the game. Cal decides it's a good idea to attempt to kill it with his hands, so that took half an hour. He didn't manage it. Obviously, he escaped. Eventually killed the thing, and then everyone was shouting at him everyone thought he got out of Firelink Shrine. And what it turned out was he was running around the asylum not knowing, and I pegged on pretty quickly that he wasn't there. Because I said, "Dan, have you been carried off yet?" He goes, "What? What the fuck are you on about?" He's getting genuinely pissed off at this point. And Cal was like, "No, you need to go to the aqueduct." So what fucking aqueduct? It's like, Cal, he hasn't seen the crow yet. Like he hasn't even out of the asylum yet. And everyone's like, whoops. Anyway, when we started as well, Cal was very much like, "Right, Dan, you got to tell us when you level up. You got to tell us what level it is," because what he was doing, unbeknownst to Dan and everybody else, aside from me and Beep, because Beep was doing this too, was he had a character he was leveling up. He started a new character at the same time as Dan. I think it was a pyromancer he went with, and he just made it OP as shit up to Dan's level, so it was like level 9 in the time he could. So it got to the point when Dan, about an hour later, Dan actually managed to get up to the undead Berg. He's seen when the Drake comes in, lands on the bridge, and somehow he actually missed that. Like I was saying, he was describing, I'm at the second bonfire. I was like, "Do you see the Drake yet?" He's like, "What fucking Drake?"
No.
It's like, "The dragon?" It's like, "No." It's like, "Oh, you fucking missed it."
How did you miss it? Oh.
I know. Anyway, so Cal was just adamantly trying to invade him at this point. So he was like getting down to crack all his humanity and turn human. Obviously, Dan's still getting killed by the random hollows. So he was, for recording purposes, Dan was offline, so he didn't get the pop-ups.
Yeah.
But you could still, if somebody sets their mode to offline, as long as they're actually online, then they're fine. Yeah. Because he could still see summon signs, so I was like, he's actually still online.
Yeah, unless he's playing the offline version of the game.
No, because you can do two things in Steam. You can do.
Yeah, no, but in the game itself, you have online.
Well, he could see some. Yeah, but he could see summon signs. He could see.
Yes,
messages.
Yeah. No, I know that you can set your status as offline, but like in Dark Souls, there's two versions of it. There's online and offline. And it'll only kick you to offline if there is no internet connection present. You can't.
Yeah. So he was truly offline. So after about half an hour, Cal convinced Dan to go online on Steam, and so he'd been like cracking red eye orbs trying to get him, and I think he might have actually had to make a second character at one point because he must have run out of red eyes. Yeah. But I'm like, while he's trying to convince Cal, I'm just like, fuck this, I can do this better than that. I have like a character I just started out the other day, so cracked a red eye orb. First time, I just appear right in front of Dan. Character's bollock naked with the fang ball helm on and a claymore. I'm like, "Hi Dan,
of course,
how's it going?" And he was like, "The fuck is this? What is going on?" And then I was just like, I didn't attack him at first. So I was just like, "Oh Dan, because Beep." As soon as that happened, Beep and Cal were like, "No, summon us in. You can't. Don't fight him. Run." I'm just like, I'm not doing anything. I follow him around a bit, and then Cal messaged me saying, "You've got to kill him. You have to kill him now." It's like, "All right, fine, I'll kill him." So then he's like attacking some hollow. He kills a hollow. I just stab him in the back, and then that somehow didn't kill him either. So standing with the claymore, I was like, oh shit, he's still alive. Jumping attack. Good night. Welcome to Dark Souls, Dan. But yeah, Cal was trying to do it for ages, and then like I just invaded the first time and pissed him royally off. I think that was pretty much the. And then he, at that point after that, he actually got to the Taurus demon, and that just annihilated him. So I think he gave up after that.
Oh man, I remember spending like so many hours trying to get past the Taurus demon because it's narrow. You get pushed off the side. You wouldn't really know what to do. And I was playing it like on release as well, so no one really knew what was going on. And now like it's well established that you can climb up and jump down. And
well, the funny thing was because Dan got there twice, and after the second time he raged out. But the first time he got there, he didn't realize about the archers, because they don't engage until the Taurus demon attacks. So he backed up. He might have been. From the sound of it, he was doing okay because we couldn't see what he was doing. We were just getting audio commentary, and from the sound of it was okay. And then all we hear is "fucking archers! Shoot me in the fucking back, you bleeping, swearing, effing everything." Yeah. So he obviously got annihilated by them while he was still fighting the Taurus demon.
Oh dear.
Also, there's another bit. He didn't realize he could. He got to Firelink Shrine.
Yep.
Without using Estus. Like first time going, he managed to kill the Asylum Demon without Estus, which is a pretty decent feat actually.
Yeah, that's good.
He didn't realize what they were, so he was trying to get to the second bonfire, and he got to the aqueduct, into the Undead Burg without using any Estus, and then he was about to rage out, and I was like, you got to heal. Like, damn, what are you doing? He was like, what are you on about? There's no heals. Like, use your Estus.
Estus fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Sounds like Dan's going to have a fun time with that game.
I don't think he's going to touch it again, in all honesty.
I don't think he will. He doesn't sound like it. Oh dear. Why would you grief him? Oh dear. Anyway.
Cal's idea. Entirely Cal's idea. I'm just better at him than doing it.
I can imagine. Yeah. So I've been playing a bit of Destiny. I say a bit. I've actually not been playing as much as I'd like to, but that's because the weekend coming up, I've got my black belt grading, so like that's taken all my focus. And like my reward for doing it and hopefully passing. I don't know. For just
you'll pass. You'll be all right. But yeah, I thought that was this weekend. But obviously, was it this weekend originally, or did RTUK?
No, it's always been.
It's always been now. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, because it was always RTUK and then black belt grading. So it's But yeah, I've been training really intently. But like, yeah, my reward for it is being able to play Destiny again, like, and just being like, yes, I can play Destiny and have all the fun again. And yeah, I've played a bit of like the stuff that's come out with patch 2.0, and I'm very much enjoying it. The DLC does drop on Tuesday, which is I guess tomorrow, but 2 days ago from this recording, from this being released. And yeah, it's going to fundamentally change how the game is, which is very interesting. And yeah, they've changed a few things already that I'm just like, oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure whether I like it, but they've changed Peter Dinklage into Nolan North, which sounds cool. I have no attachment to either of them as of yet, and I'm not going to get attached to Dinklage because he's gone. So yeah, but
and if you're not attached to Nolan North by now, then I don't think you are going to, because he's in every single Sonic video game.
I know, right?
I mean, from what I understand, like an outside looking in, they've changed the level system, haven't they? So now you don't need equipment to level up.
So you used to have to get to level 20, then you'd equip different items to get to level 30 originally, 32 once Dark Below came out, and 34 once House of Wolves came out. Now they're going up to level 40, but based on the best possible gear you could have had by the time the patch dropped last week, it would give you the level that you were at in gear somehow. So, like, I had equipment that gave me level 34 on all my characters, so my characters are all now level 34. It doesn't matter what equipment I'm wearing now, because I've got XP up to level 34. So I'm going to start the DLC from there, which is weird, because I didn't actually gain XP from 20 to 34, but it's given me that chunk of XP, whereas other characters, like, if you were anywhere in between those, it will stop you there. But from last week, you'd have been able to gain XP to get up to level 34, which is interesting. But yeah.
So since the DLC is not out yet, can you level up to level 40 before the DLC comes out?
No, it's capped at 34 until the DLC comes out. So
Right.
once the DLC comes out, everyone's going to be in a mad rush to get to level 40 for Friday, which is when the new raid comes out. And everyone's going to be doing that apart from me, where I'm just going to be like, I'm going to play this on Sunday after I've done my grading. Just like, yeah, get there eventually. Just like, oh, yeah.
Get there eventually.
Yeah.
No, it's talking to games I'm getting back into. It's like the Scholar of the First Sin, or all the Dark Souls. So actually, no, scratch that. All of Namco Bandai's stuff on Steam was like 50% off this weekend. Yeah. So I grabbed Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin.
Is that with all the DLCs?
It's with all the DLC, and it's also got changed enemy placement.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That game, I could do Dark Souls 2. Like I could, it got to the point on PS3 I could do it almost without dying. Yeah. Like I could, I was pretty good at that game. Holy shit! Scholar of the First Sin has changed so much. It is so much harder.
Yeah.
So good. But it's like,
yeah, I had so many issues with Dark Souls 2. I just couldn't do it. I just didn't really click with it as much as I did with Dark Souls 1. I never actually finished Dark Souls 2. I don't know whether I should go back and try and do it or not.
See, a lot of people had that problem because Beep has recently, she bought it as well at the same time because she was like, it's 50% off, and she was making sure I had all the DLC.
Yeah.
Like, I've said this before, like, I'll put it on record now, like, Dark Souls 1 has the better story and the better setting.
Yeah.
And the better bosses as well, but I prefer the combat in Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
Like, just the way everything works.
Yeah.
Especially, like, the spells. I did feel that they were powerful in Dark Souls 1, but for PvP, they weren't really useful.
Yeah.
Like, though, you could, aside from Pyromancy, aside from fucking Great Combustion. But,
or, like, Homing Soul Mass was still good in
PvP, that was nerfed quite badly and quite a lot in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
But then they replaced it with other things like Soul Great Sword, and there's so many other spells. It's ridiculous, but yeah, I could go on.
Yeah. I really wanted to finish Dark Souls 2. I finished Bloodborne, so like I'm finally actually getting into that. But the thing is, I'm getting into that properly. I'm just like, oh, I can run through the early areas of this game pretty easily, so I might as well like try and explore and everything. So yeah, Bloodborne, very fascinating. I think I got the worst of the 3 endings, but I was happy with the ending I got because I just was like, yeah, okay.
Which one did you get? Did you get the
I got beheaded.
Oh no, that's not the worst of the 3. I'd say that's the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh. I won't spoil it for anybody else, but yeah, that's the decent ending. Not the best, but it's the decent one.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a good ending, bad ending.
And then there's like a very strange ending, which is very sort of secrety, and it's very hard to get to.
Yes. Yeah, I think the bad ending was the one that the Game Grumps got, but they'd done all the preparation to get the good ending, and they just forgot to do the last bit. Properly.
Yeah, they forgot to. That's the bad ending.
And like now that I've finished the game, I'm just like, oh, I can go and I can actually do all that stuff and like watch their videos and start learning about the game like properly. Because I made it through completely blind, which was amazing. Like,
wow, impressive.
I managed to do it completely blind and not find anything out about it, which is just absolutely crazy. Because it's
so did you not find the Hunter's Workshop in the real world then? Because that is a pain in the ass to find.
I did not find it.
Yeah.
I will find it. I know where it is now, so I will be able to go to it.
Because there's some good stuff there.
I just need to beat the Bloodstarved Beast actually, which is a bit of a pain to kill. But I saw someone use a strategy that I hadn't thought of. So like you can get an item that's called the Pungent Cocktail, which attracts beasts to a certain place. When you're in the boss fight, you throw it against a wall. It goes up and it starts swiping at the wall, so you can just like smash it from behind.
Ooh, interesting.
It's like,
because the one with the thing I saw with the Bloodstarved Beast is if you oil it and then Molotov it, it takes off like almost a quarter of its health.
Yeah.
But you've got to get the 1-2, and it's because he's so aggressive.
He's so aggressive. He moves so fast. It was I took it out first time actually on my first playthrough, so I was like, yeah. But now I'm having problems on my second playthrough because I'm using a different weapon entirely. So I used the Threaded Cane, which is a really fast skill weapon.
You went the whole way through the Threaded Cane. That's actually pretty impressive.
Most people. But like I play with a Scimitar and a Falchion in Dark Souls, so like it's the fast weapons that are my way of playing. Fast weapons, fast movement, say. But the Hunter in Bloodborne's just too fast, just so fast. You can just be like whoop whoop, stab stab stab. And like I was getting to the point where it's like I can make it through areas without getting hit, and it's not.
Yeah, see, because I'm the. I think I'm out of me, you, Cal, most people. I think I'm the only strength Dark Souls player. Like,
Maybe
most of you go for Dex. I prefer strength.
Oh,
like I'm
Dex is the best.
it's just the satisfaction of smashing somebody with a strength 50 weapon.
I like
absolutely crushing them.
I think the Great Scythe is my favourite weapon in Dark Souls.
Great Scythe's good. I really do like using the what's it called, the Zweihander or the not the Grant. What's it called? Oh, the Demon Great Hammer is also one of my favourite weapons. It's a pain in the ass to get, but it's so
you need
good.
to get it at the beginning of the game, and you need to compromise yourself.
There's two ways of doing it. You can do there's 3 ways of getting it. You can get it from random drop for the Asylum Demon. You can get if you kill the Asylum Demon before you get your equipment, so you black fire bombs, or if you trade something with Snuggly, but it's something very strange. It's like I think it's one of the boss souls or something.
Ah, okay.
It's something you kind of don't want to trade. Yeah. If I remember.
It might be. Yeah, I can't think of what it is exactly, but yeah. We've talked too much about Dark Souls, but Dark Souls is the best game, so it doesn't matter. Yay! I'm probably going to record some Dark Souls for this. I don't know why I've said that because everyone will have been watching it for like the last 25 minutes. Well done, me.
It's fine. Inform them now, Topham. You can just chop that bit in.
Guys, you've been watching Dark Souls. Yay!
One thing I will say, going back to the Dark Souls, just before we finish, Dark Souls 2 on PC, Scholar of the First Sin, that is a pretty game. Like, it's they boosted up the graphics for the PC version, then they boosted it again, and it runs like absolute butter.
Nice.
Like, it's 70 to 90 frames a second, and it just looks like a moving like piece of art.
Was that up-res in like relation to when the PS4 and Xbox One release of it was? Or was that? I think it's the same as the next gen. Okay. So the current gen, I suppose now. But I think it's the same as that. But it runs because of my computer. It's not beastly now because it's a year old. Yeah. Do actually need to upgrade it before Fallout 4 comes out. But oh my God, Fallout 4. We could talk about that for ages as well.
We could. Next time, Topham.
Next time.
But next time we'll talk about the next releases in Fallout 4 and XCOM, and that got pushed back, and I'm so pissed. That's another thing as well. People have been playing loads because of that was on sale. I had a free weekend this weekend. That was a $5.
Oh yeah.
So DG, Pimp, a load of other good guy gamers bought it this weekend because of my videos, and I'm just like, you shouldn't have done that because the second one's coming out in like 4 months. But anyway.
Hey, that would give them time to learn a little bit.
True.
And then you'll have a squad. Yay!
Oh, do you have a squad? Just making sure they don't die. Yeah, that's the problem.
True. Yeah. Well, Dom, thank you very much for being my guest this week. We did a lot of video game talking, and it was good.
It's always good.
So, where can we find you around the internet?
You didn't ask me this last time, did you?
No, I don't think I did.
No, I'm McDom on the website. I'm also McDom023K on YouTube. 2 uploads a week. That's about it. I'm also McDom on Steam. Basically, if you find me on any of the platforms, you'll find the little cat icon, and that is me on every single platform. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for being my guest. And with that, everyone, I've been Topham, and thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Toodles.